And you'll hear from Scott Booth and from match commentator Ian Crocker.
Cheers, Rob. The champions are ready to kick us off at Ibrox. Craig Thompson, the man in charge. Lee Naylor immediately sending one deep into Rangers territory. Walter Smith has only lost 7 out of 35 Old Firm games. He certainly had it in for a few Celtic managers in his first spell in charge, and of course he won at Celtic Park in March. But Gordon Strachan, well, he's won back-to-back titles. Nacho Novo latching onto that, an early promise for Rangers. But Novo's cross disappears onto the roof of the net.
An early chance for Nacho Novo to play a telling cross. It didn't work out, but it's a statement of intent, I think, from Rangers to try and get Adam and Novo into wide areas deep inside Celtic's half.
Well, back-to-back Old Firm wins in the league have been rare for Rangers of late, but they have a chance to do just that today. Venegor of Hesseling trying to switch it to McGeady, but Nacho Novo gets involved. Old Firm defences were a little leaky last week. They both conceded 3 goals. First time that's happened in the same weekend for 7 years.
Yeah, and both defences have looked fairly solid of late, up until last week. The Rangers, of course, now 12 SPL games unbeaten. I think it is going to be important today. Chris Boyd up front there, as Craig Burley suggested, holds the ball up to give Ferguson, Adam, Novo and those players time to get up and support. I think Celtic know that Jan Venegor of Hesseling does that a lot more naturally.
Ferguson, Charlie Adam chasing, but Stephen Presley, who started his career at Ibrox, gets there first and gets a bit of help from Lennon and from Caldwell. Hendani, Tapach. Tapach, who's been preferred to Ian Murray in that left-back role lately. Stephen Smith will almost certainly fill it next season, though, when he recovers from long-term injury, as Gravison gets involved with Novo right in front of the ref.
Well, Gravison will need to be careful. Just lashes out there at Nacho Novo. He's getting caught on the ball, and that's something that happened a couple of weeks ago against Kilmarnock as well. Once or twice caught in possession. One thing's for sure, you won't get any time in this match on the ball in midfield.
A stern warning from Craig Thompson for Gravison. Barry Ferguson might have gone for the hit, but he overrun it slightly. Adam. Boyd. It's come off Naylor. Novo. Skips away from Hartley. Boritz goes for it, and Boritz gets it.
Oh, it's good play from Nacho Novo, who skipped across the left-hand side for this cross, but the big goalkeeper matching him.
Rangers haven't lost a league match since Walter Smith returned as manager. Stabilising influence.
Well, you can see already the Rangers are trying to press Celtic high up the park.
Hendani. Hugo Ekioga, an unlikely match winner at Celtic Park in March. Ferguson confronted by Gravison. Well, Gravison was certainly putting himself about.
Yes, a little bit overzealous. A player who's 31 years old and vast experience. A little bit carried away.
Charlie Adam. Well, Thomas Gravison has a terrific record in Old Firm games already. 2 goals in 2 matches against Rangers. He missed the last one through injury.
One thing's for sure, you won't see any lack of effort from Gravison. He'll be all over the park. Maybe that's his problem at times, just not disciplined enough in midfield, but I'm sure that his energy will be welcome today for Celtic.
Ferguson. Charlie Adam was hurt in an earlier challenge, so Ferguson's options were restricted. Novo. Ferguson was actually trying to poke that through to Alan Hutton, who was on the overlap. Caldwell. Lennon for Nakamura. Paul Hartley, his first Old Firm game. Naylor. Naylor. Seeking out Venegor and Hesselink, but it's closely watched by David Weir. Gravison challenging again, and Weir conceding a free kick as he caught Venegor of Hesselink.
Well, there was nothing wrong with Gravison's challenge that time, but there was with Weir's on Jan Venegor of Hesselink.
Well, a free kick, and you know what that means.
That means Nakamura time. It's maybe not the best side for him. So maybe Paul Hartley will fancy it, but well, you can see that Nakamura's going to line this one up.
Free kick specialist. Nakamura, the Scottish PFA Player of the Year and the Football Writers Player of the Year. And Kevin Thompson charged out the wall then, far too early. The wall is now back far enough, and Thompson has charged out again. Nakamura was hardly worth the wait in the end.
There certainly was a few mentions of a low-key match, but it certainly hasn't started that way. Both teams trying to get into a tempo very quickly.
Lee Naylor played in a few Black Country derbies for Wolves against West Brom. They can be quite fierce, but nothing really is as fierce as this. Stephen Presley, who used to wear the blue of Rangers. Neil Lennon. Caldwell. Nakamura. Gravison. Intercepted by Hemdani. Charlie Adam. Naylor has got McGeady outside of him. And probably should have used him, because here comes Hemdani and now Novo. Gravison nutmegged, much to the delight of 3 sides of Ibrox. time to pop a few balloons before we can continue. Perhaps taking his time. Boyd did manage to flick it on, but nobody ahead of him.
Yeah, today with the 5 midfield players for each side, defenders have to watch out for late runs. Celtic in particular have become a little bit unsure recently in attack, a little bit less cohesive. That's what we talked about before the match with Jan Fenner-Off Hesling being a lone striker. I'm pretty sure that Gordon Strachan will want a partner for him. Whether it'll be someone new, someone who's at the club at the moment, we'll wait and see.
A point for Rangers would effectively be good enough to clinch the runners-up spot because they have a much better goal difference than Aberdeen. Hutton has had a fine season. Papac for Adam, and Papac again. Neat from Rangers. Papac across. It was certainly into a dangerous area. McManus hooked it away.
That was a good move from Rangers. Papac highly involved. When he gets to this point, he's just trying to loop it across for Novo, who's coming in at the back post. It's good defending. McManus there as always.
Rangers looking for an early goal. Bang in front of the Celtic end. Boric though with a comfy take from Charlie Adams' corner. So far this season we've had a Rangers win, a Celtic win and a draw. How is the last Old Firm game of the season going to finish? Thompson. Given away by Hartley, who had done his best to win it back in the first place. Hemdani. Full touch from Novo, encourages Gravison, but it fell kindly for Hemdani. And Ferguson unable to pick out Adam.
You see, that's exactly what Craig Burley was talking about as well. Pre-match, Barry Ferguson picking the ball up just a few yards in front of Hemdani. Going a little bit too deep for me. Wanting to try and get on the ball and be the playmaker, but today he really has to try a bit more and support Chris Boyd and leave the other work to Hemdani.
Thompson, it's opening up a bit. Novo up against Naylor, and Boric gathers. Walter Smith alongside Ian Durrant, preferring to watch from upstairs for now. Willie McCoist on the touchline. Adam. Lennon for Nakamura. McGeady. This is Naylor. Naylor in towards Vennegoor and Hesseling, but it was met by David Weir. Charlie Adam. Hutton. Some burst from Hutton, but McManus stopped it reaching Boyd. McGeady.
Well, we know that'll be a real tussle down the Rangers' right-hand side with McGeady against Hutton. Hutton shown there. the form of late, bursting forward and creating chances for Rangers.
All well. Nakamura. Overcooked as Hartley made the run into the box. The only Celtic player to start every league match this season. Hutton, Novo. Novo taken out by Lee Naylor, free kick. Ekiog. It's going to be another free kick for another foul by Naylor on Novo. Kevin Thompson. Hemdani. Ekiog. Rangers forced onto the back foot, although maybe not for long. Here's Sasa Papac. Adam. Thompson, who scored for Hibs against Celtic earlier in the season. Ferguson looking to make it happen, helped on by Novo, but far too much on that.
Yeah, Celtic were just hemmed in slightly there. They're quite happy, I would imagine, to do that, just sit on the edge of the box at times and hold a strong line. Very strong defensively.
Rangers have only suffered one defeat here in the league this season. That was to their bogey team, Inverness. David Weir winning the aerial battle with Venegor of Hesselink for the time being. McManus, favourite to be the next captain of Celtic when Neil Lennon departs.
I think he's certainly the right choice.
A reminder that later you can vote for your man of the match. Those are the numbers to call or text, and if you agree with Scott Booth's choice and you're picked out as the winner, you will get a signed shirt from the Bank of Scotland man of the match. Presley standing firm, but Boyd benefits, and terrific tackle from Lennon. Ekiog. Flicked on by Novo, but here is McManus. Will take this throw. Rangers had to come from behind 3 times at Hibs last week, and he was amongst the scorers. It is a free kick, again given against Naylor.
I think Chris Boyd thinks that Naylor's just holding on to him a little bit here, and the referee agrees.
Well, Charlie Adam will whip this one in, no doubt. big chance for Rangers with 20 minutes on the Old Firm clock.
Yeah, what he's got to do is just try and keep this one on target. Anywhere on goal at all, to allow one of the big men to come across it and just get a flick.
Adam then delivers, actually went near Ferguson, and Naylor had to knock it behind for a corner. Nacho Novo made himself available for Charlie Adam. It's just going to go over the head of Hugo Ekiok. The Rangers not really making the most of that.
No, I'm not really sure why they try and play a short corner kick there, because when you have someone like Adam on the ball, he can put the ball where he wants it. You've got big guys in there already, just send it in. But Rangers definitely started the better of the two sides, just struggling to create chances and turn possession into the goal that they so want.
Adam, Ferguson, moved away from his opposing captain Lennon. Lee Naylor reckons that should have gone Celtic's way, but it hasn't. Ekiog for Weir. Plenty of experience in the heart of Rangers' defence. Mdani for Ferguson. It's Charlie Adam. Adam moved away from Lennon, but then Paul Hartley cut across him.
Well, Hartley falling right through here.
Honours even as far as possession is concerned, and goals.
Yeah, but I think in that midfield area so far, Rangers are the ones that have managed to get some sort of flow into their play. With Ferguson, Adam, Mdani and Novo in possession quite a lot. And so far it's been up to Neil Lennon to try and break things up for Celtic.
McGeady. He is going to get the free kick. Nakamura. Naylor. Lennon's every touch greeted with a chorus of boos. He's kind of got used to that. In fact, he'd be disappointed if it didn't happen. Manners for Venegora Hesselink. High into the sky by David Weir, but not very far away. Free kicks given against Hartley. Given by the assistant referee, Stuart McCauley.
I think it's for holding Weir's shots there. Yeah, we can see it. So far there's been very little width in the match. Just the one ball played in from a Papac's run. Of any real significance, but both teams will need to try and get more width into their play. Certainly having 5 men in both midfields. It's fairly congested through the centre.
The ball taking a while to be returned. Weir. Weir again. Thompson. Stephen Presley played in 5 Old Firm games for Rangers. early in his career. Now on the other side. Ferguson. Adam. It's a bit ambitious that for Papac. He slides in and makes the challenge on Presley. Tomorrow it's the race for a UEFA Cup place as Hearts take on Aberdeen at Tynecastle from 1 on Setanta Sports 1. And on Monday night, down at the bottom, Dunfermline fighting for survival and making a right good go of it, take on Motherwell, 7 o'clock, Setanta Sports 1. Rangers managed their first win in 7 Old Firm games at Celtic Park in March. They would dearly love another. Caldwell. Hartley. An unfortunate slip from Paul Hartley. He wasn't getting much sympathy from the Rangers fans.
Yeah, Paul Hartley is trying to get into that inside right channel whenever possible. But from a Celtic point of view, I think they have to try and get McGeady on the ball wide. See if he can influence the game a little bit.
McManus won that. Here's Novo though, and he's got Hutton ahead of him. Ferguson. Diverted en route. Drops kindly though for Thompson. Charged down by Gary Caldwell. Adam tops it back in, and that's not the worst, although Boris won't really be challenged.
Yeah, that's a great block from Caldwell. He's throwing his body in there.
Kolba. Nakamura. McGeady. Nakamura's probably going to give this to Naylor. McGeady. Naylor able to reach the return, and here is Raheem Hamdani. Rangers fans, Player of the Year. Thompson. Fancy flick from Novo. Boyd holding off McManus. Hutton's cross. Gary Caldwell not too sure about it. Approaching the half-hour mark on Derby Day in Glasgow. Not much sign of a goal yet.
The game just settled down into a very tight affair. We did talk about it before the match, with both teams playing players in midfield to cancel out each other. So far, that's the way it's panning out.
Nicely done by Hutton. Triangle of of Hutton, Ferguson and Novo. Gravison, Hartley. Nakamura making himself available, now Stephen Presley. Akiog grappling with Hartley. Nacho Novo. Snuffed out by Naylor, now McGeady. And he's stopped by Hamdani. Adam. Charlie Adams only got Chris Boyd there with him, trying to bustle his way through. Hutton. Over the top for Novo, and Charlie Adam. And Boyd went to ground.
Well, this is Presley on Boyd. Novo doing really well to get the ball back in. Adam the strike, and is Boyd being held by Presley?
It wasn't that much of an appeal. Oh, Hamdani's lost it. And here is Gravison. Ekiog in the way of that. Ferguson. Novo. Adam. Offside against Chris Boyd. Flag is up.
He did try and hold his run. He checked it. Ball gets through to Novo, lays it back. He's checked his run there. You can see that he's just offside. Just a little yard in it. But the problem for Celtic at the moment is Rangers are winning all the second ball in midfield. Celtic really don't have a playmaker in there that's taking responsibility, whereas Rangers do have Hamdani and Ferguson dropping back in and Thompson in there starting attacks.
Naylor.
There is no real point of reference in the midfield for Celtic. No one who really just takes the ball and starts attacks for them. Lennon's breaking things up. Gravison's all over the park, but not really where you want him. And McGeady himself as well, he's coming way inside the park.
Caldwell. Well, Nakamura wanted it, but Caldwell deferred to aim it in Venegor of Hesselink's direction. No joy. Papac. Hutton. Tearing forward superbly, Alan Hutton. And he got it across, but Malice was there to meet it. Nacho Novo. Chris Boyd! It's the first time he's ever scored against Celtic. It means so much to Chris Boyd, and Rangers are 1-0 up against the champions.
And what a way to score your 100th SPL goal. Got to say as well, this was coming. He's not offside. He times his run well this time, and he waits and waits. And it comes across on his left foot. It's not the best strike he's ever had, but it's enough, and it's under the body of Boric. He's going the wrong way. He's dragged towards the ball. I do think Boric is at fault. He's got to do better than that. It's not that far away from him, but let's take nothing away from the finish. Walter Smith, Ian Durrant delighted, as is the striker. 100 SPL goals.
And rather fitting that the 100th should be his first goal ever against Celtic.
Ian, that's been coming. Rangers really have taken control in midfield.
Well, it's a weight off Chris Boyd's shoulders, but he's actually managed to score against Celtic at last. I think he was getting rather fed up of hearing that he hadn't.
As you said, Rangers taking control. It's a lovely ball from Novo. Just ticked him out. It's a real striker's finish as well. Not scared to take it on his left foot. He could have snatched it with his right. But he kept it low and it made it difficult for Boruc. And it puts Rangers in a commanding position in this first half.
Rangers would dearly love to close the season with back-to-back victories over their Glasgow rivals. Chris Boyd's volley has put them in pole position here.
Well, the Celtic fans are also in full voice. They know their team comes back more often than not. Didn't happen for them last week. They wouldn't bet against them. Get themselves back in at some point in this match. But we'll have to lift it a little bit because Rangers have the bit between their teeth.
Walter Smith has come downstairs to see out the first half. And McCoy's having a word with Charlie Adam. And when he talks, we listen.
Fans have to say about it. We did talk before the match about setting down markers for next season, and so far Rangers are doing just that.
Ibrox is buzzing.
And more importantly, in the short term for Rangers, that goal may secure Champions League football for them next season.
Charlie Adam. Ferguson for Papac. Hutton. Novo, Hutton again. He's about to run into McManus though, and that's always fairly formidable. Later you can vote for your Bank of Scotland man of the match. These are the numbers to call or text, and if you agree with Scott Booth's choice and you're picked out as the winner, you'll get a signed shirt from the man of the match. Boyd, he was set up for the goal by Novo and was looking to return the favour there. Charlie Adam, Boyd, no takers for Rangers.
Great play from Charlie Adam. Thompson initially takes a bad knock, but Adam just floats it to the back post, and look at the way that Chris Boyd manages to get this ball back. No takers though. Chris Boyd working hard to keep the ball in. There's Nacho Novo on the ball, supplying Chris Boyd for that strike. Rangers are certainly more advanced of the two teams. The two full-backs, Papac and Hutton, they are getting forward. Couldn't say the same for Celtic. Maybe because Rangers have the two sitting players in Thompson and Hemdani, it does allow their fullbacks to go that bit quicker. It's the tackle. It's a straight leg from Caldwell on Thompson. Not pretty.
Gary Caldwell is the man who made the challenge. Kevin Thompson needed some lengthy treatment. Caldwell did get a yellow card for that challenge. Inside the last 5 minutes of the first half, Chris Boyd's 100th SPL goal has given Rangers an advantage. Charlie Adam with a flick on. So Caldwell has to be careful.
Gordon Strachan said last week that with the five in midfield they created a lot of chances against Hearts. Today that hasn't been the case. I just wondered if maybe it would be better to have someone up there next to Jan Venroof Hesselink and change things for them a little bit.
Spot of basketball from Barry Ferguson. And Ferguson standing in the way of the free kick. Although Gravison really could have waited. Barry Ferguson with a wry smile. Neil Lennon. Off the head of Vinogor and Hesselink.
I'm not really sure why Neil Lennon's taking free kicks back there. And there are players like Nakamura and Hartley and Gravison in midfield. With all respect to Neil Lennon, that's really not part of his game.
Nakamura. Can Celtic respond before half-time? Gravison ran into David Weir. Adam. Ferguson. Presley's going to sort him out. In fact, Presley's going to get a free kick. Two players who relish these kind of occasions, Presley and Ferguson.
Those are the kind of players that mean this game will never be very friendly, even though it is an end-of-season affair. For Celtic, there's nothing to play for, but when you have players of real character out there, they'll want to win.
Turned away by Presley, but sent back in his direction by Charlie Adam, and now Chris Boyd bearing down on goal again. Boyd, Thompson stretching. Novo! Nacho Novo close to doubling Rangers' lead.
Well, I think Boyd does really well here to hold it up and allow the ball to finally end up at Novo. His strike's not too far away. He really catches this one, he comes across it. It's going away from Boric. Just a yard out though.
Boyd. Oh, he might just get away from Presley. Both trying to hold each other off. It's bounced off Boyd for a goal kick. Last minute of the first half and another minute to be added on.
Well, I think there's a little bit of thinking to be done by Gordon Strachan. He will have to change things slightly. Maybe not directly at half-time, but certainly soon afterwards if things don't change. For Walter Smith, I think he'll be delighted with the first half performance. The game plan so far seems to be working.
A single minute added on. Rangers unbeaten in the league since Walter Smith returned as manager. And it's looking good for them here. Charlie Adam, Papach, flat-footed.
You have to say, and you can see why they're unbeaten. Very dogged. Certainly being behind 3 times last week and coming back to get a point out of it. And so far they've been solid today. No real pressure at the back with Ekiog and Weir.
Well, Rangers need to offer more of a championship challenge next season, that's for sure. And if they end this season with 2 victories over Celtic, that would certainly be a statement. It's half-time. It's a century of SPL goals for Chris Boyd, which is some achievement, but it might be more to him that he's finally scored against Celtic for the first time in his career. Nacho Novo picked him out. Fine finish. Natural-born goalscorer. Rangers have a deserved lead at half-time in the last Old Firm game of the season. It's Rangers 1, Celtic 0.
One, two, three, four. Stretch, stretch. Come on, boys, keep it up.
The Scottish Sun, proud sponsors of SPL Live.
Dream and theatre, poetry and thunder. We can be spellbound to all the skill and not play merely to win but aim to thrill.
For a while, wipe away our troubles and fears with football that transcends all borders and frontiers. Losers.
At Ibrox, having lost last weekend, of course, at home to Hearts, and it's Chris Boyd with the goal that matters so far. Here comes the second half, back to Scott, and back to Ian.
And Rangers will start that second half looking to secure back-to-back victories over Celtic, and that would be a nice way to set things up for next season, as far as Rangers are concerned. But Celtic, well, their powers of recovery have been there for all to see most of the season, and they will have a lot more to offer in the second half, you would think, than they did in the first.
Well, it's not often that one of my tips comes off, but yeah, Gordon Strachan has changed it and given Jan Fennerhoff Hessling a partner up there in Kenny Miller.
Kenny Miller, who spent 18 months with the Rangers and who scored his first Celtic goal against them. David Weir with a foul on Jan Vennegoor of Hesselink. Caldwell. Miller won't be allowed past Weir.
Well, the strange thing for Celtic, Ian, is that in recent seasons scoring has not been a problem at all, but in the last 6 SPL games they've only scored 5 goals. Didn't even have a shot on target in the first half. So it's certainly an area that Gordon Strachan has to improve, and Kenny Miller's getting his chance in the second half to do that.
Yeah, Celtic champions again, but they have scored 27 fewer goals than last season, which is quite a number. Here's Hemdani. Charlie Adam. Ferguson. Boyd actually ran in. It might have cleared him anyway from Barry Ferguson.
Yeah, but I think with Celtic scoring fewer goals, what that has done is it's made them grinders this season. And they have shown their class at times by popping up in the last few minutes of games and stealing the points. I'm sure the Rangers will know today that could still be the case.
Boritz taking his time, tying up his laces.
In the first half I wasn't sure why Thomas Gravesen didn't come a little bit deeper and get himself on the ball and try and dictate things for Celtic. Rangers certainly had that ability in midfield, as the boys were saying in the studio, dictated things in there. I think because Gravison didn't take on the responsibility, he finds himself having an early bath.
Well, now he's doing his gloves. Come on, Arthur, for goodness sake. This is getting a bit silly. Craig Thompson not too impressed, and the Rangers fans giving Boris plenty of stick. Lennon, Hartley, McManus underneath that. McGeady. His stumble has allowed Novo to advance. Now Ferguson. Held up by Hartley, but not for long. Hutton. Ferguson. And McManus has to knock it away.
Oh, again, it's good play from Hutton. Ferguson getting the ball in midfield, feeding him. And Ferguson's allowed to just breeze through. It's a dangerous area.
Charlie Adams' corner. Hooked away by Neil Lennon. And 2 men down. McManus, by the look of it. And he's come off worse. He doesn't stay down for no reason, that's for sure.
And that's why clearly had his eye on the ball and he didn't see Ekiog. He ran straight into him.
Painful, to say the least. Later you can vote for your Bank of Scotland Man of the Match. Those are the numbers to call or text, and if you agree with Scott Booth's choice and you're picked out as the winner, you will get a signed shirt from the Man of the Match today.
Well, what a real effort from Walter Smith and his management team. Sitting next to Ian Durant there. Obviously Ali McCoy's down the bench. They really have found that consistency that we talked about. So far in this match it's going well, but I think it was the failure to beat teams in the bottom 6 this season that's cost them. I'm sure they'll be trying to put that right next season.
So McManus temporarily sidelined. Eager to return though. It'll take more than that to keep Stephen McManus out of the Old Firm fray. Boyd, Hemdani, Ferguson, Novo, who's got Hutton with him. Hutton's early cross made it easy for Boris. Nakamura showed far too much of that to Papac. McManus making contact with Boyd lurking.
Ian, watching Alan Hutton there, that's been a difference with him in the last couple of months. Get himself forward, but also there's an end product there with a decent ball in the front post area. That's been the big difference.
Naylor. Miller lets it go. It's Vennegoor of Hesselink. It's Nakamura and Ekiog stumbling as he tried to hook it away. Miller. Corner.
Well, it's fantastic play. Great initial dummy from Kenny Miller. And he gets Jan Vennegoor of Hesselink on the ball. Nakamura making the blindside run. But you have to say, what a save from McGregor. He gets himself out really quickly. Jan Vennegoor of Hesselink holding the ball up. McGregor making the angle difficult for Nakamura. and the chance is gone.
Nakamura with Celtic's first corner, it's a good one. And they might have made more of that. McManus, who had a good chance against Hearts last week, squandered it.
Again, Nakamura with real quality. How McManus can't get this down on target. Close attention there from Ekiog. But you can see McGregor 20 clean sheets in 39 games this season. And that beats even Artur Boric with 17. Pretty amazing, really. You can see by that save how quickly and how agile he is out to the feet of Nakamura. He's developing into a top-class goalkeeper, McGregor.
McGeady still changing his boots. McGeady for Naylor. Miller. Ferguson.
But what a difference when you have a partnership up front. You can see there with Kenny Miller and Jan Vennegoff-Hesselink. The wee step over from Miller. That's what you can do when you can work in combination with someone else. It means you can hold the ball up, you can link with somebody else, you can set up chances. And it gives the two central defenders from Rangers a bit more to think about.
Papac for Hemdani. Ferguson. Brushed aside by Hartley, free kick.
Oh, it's a nice area for a free kick. Hartley a little bit overzealous in his challenge.
Well, Celtic have Nakamura and Rangers have Charlie Adam, and he has contributed with his fair share of free kicks this season. And he'll fancy this one.
You see Craig Thompson trying to get the wall back, the full 10 yards. It's a great chance, perfect place for Adam.
Here comes Charlie Adam. Oh, it's another fantastic free kick for Charlie Adam to add to his collection. A season to forget largely for Rangers, but this is a day to remember. It's 2-0.
What a clever free kick. Caught everyone unaware. They're all looking for the high ball that goes up over the wall and down, but no. Charlie Adam, clever free kick along the ground, under the wall jumps. Boric, no chance, absolutely no chance. So well taken. That's coming from a man who really is in form. The whole season he's been good, but as far as free kicks are concerned, top class.
Well, it's his 14th goal of the season, and half of them have come from free kicks. There's a long way back for the champions now.
That just shows that Charlie Adam's thinking about it. He's thinking, what Boric's thinking? Well, he's thinking it's going over the wall, but no, it's going under the wall. Great free kick.
That was clever from Charlie Adam. The Rangers in a menacing mood. Celtic have been pretty good at coming from behind this season, but it's going to be asking of all of them today. Here's Naylor though. Oh, and Lee Naylor and Nacho Novo together then. Not sure how much there was in it, but there was a little clash. Hemdani. Caldwell. Miller chasing, but Weir is there. It's a corner. These Rangers fans hoping for more of a title challenge next season.
Well, this is Novo and Naylor. Certainly arms fraying there.
Naylor a little fortunate that the assistant referee perhaps didn't spot that. Nakamura sends the corner in. And everyone back behind the ball for Rangers. McGeady always giving it away. Novo. Chris Boyd had been making moves, but Charlie Adam unable to pick him out. It was a bit crowded en route. Ferguson. Charlie Adam, Rangers' own free kick specialist. Now Hutton. Naylor having to stop that. Celtic rattled as the Rangers fans raise the decibels at Ibrox. They don't want to finish at 2 goals by the look of it.
There's a difference as well, Ian, that if Celtic come out looking for a goal back, then Rangers certainly look capable today of catching them on the break. Got a lot of pace in midfield.
Papac. Novo calling for it. Too much on it though from Papac.
Yeah, Papac has looked good today. Got forward a lot. And Novo, the ever-rolling runner in that back post, trying to get himself in there. This is where Naylor and Novo clash. You can see there Naylor lashing out. How the assistant referee doesn't see that, I'm not sure.
Naylor rather fortunate that he didn't see it. Neil Lennon is his last Old Firm game going to end in a defeat. Looks like it might. Naylor, Venegor of Hesselin. Caldwell's got Nakamura ahead of him. He'll use him. Caldwell. It's going nowhere fast.
Oh, here's Charlie Adams' free kick. See Boric trying to get his line of the wall correct. But when it goes under the wall like that, there's not much a goalkeeper can do. And that's why it was so clever. Still very well taken from Charlie Adam.
Well, he has had some generous goalkeeping to help him this season, Charlie Adam, but that doesn't take away from the fact that his free kick executions are excellent. Hutton. Boris will take that, and Philip Chibo is going to be coming on for Rangers. A surprise starter in the last Old Firm match back in March. Papac. Adam. Fouled by Chris Boyd. Chris Boyd scored the first goal of the game, his 100th in the SPL and his first goal ever against Celtic. Celtic set to bring on Perrier Doumbé. And Rangers will be bringing on Philip Chibo. Rangers fans have certainly stuck by Shibo through thick and thin.
You could say that. It certainly does give him an option now to go up front, possibly in his own, and work hard, stopping Celtic getting forward.
Boyd. Thompson. Now Papac.
Well, this is the area, Ian, this is the area where the Rangers have dictated things. Just able to play balls like this. Hemdani getting on it. He certainly has dictated throughout this whole match.
Hutton. Ferguson. Chris Boyd is going to make way. And Philip Shibo is going to get the chance to show what he can do. Chris Boyd's already showed us what he can do by putting Rangers on their way here today with a goal that mattered. He's finally got one against Celtic, and he's finally made it to 100 SPL goals.
Yeah, and he hadn't scored in 4 matches. But you wouldn't bet against him doing this. He does take it well. Boric is at fault as well, you must say. But a good striker's goal. Good performance from Chris Boyd.
A century of goals, goals, goals for Chris Boyd, and how Philip Shibo would love to get one today on this big stage.
The interesting thing, he led the line better than Jan Venneroff-Hesselink did, and that's a lot to do with the supply to him as well, but I think he played well today.
Thompson. The Rangers fans will be willing Shibo to make his mark. Shibo almost scored a last-minute winner here early in the season. And started ahead of Boyd at Celtic Park in March. Shibo applauding the Rangers fans who have sung his name all season. £1.8 million signing, but he hasn't really looked anything like being that expensive. Can the champions find a way back?
Well, it has to be said that so far they look a little bit disjointed.
Hemdani. It's Nacho Novo, and Boric gets to grips with it. Nakamura with a stray pass, and Ferguson's attempt to release Shibo fails. Stephen Presley in the way.
Well, when Nakamura starts making poor passes, you know it's a difficult day for you.
Now Shibo's got it. Oh, Shibo! It's a good start from Boris, and all the Rangers fans here are willing this lad to score.
Well, this would have brought the house down, I'm pretty sure. He does well. Gets himself on his left foot. He's trying to go across Boric. He just lifted it a little bit though.
Charlie Adam pings that one in, and it's going to reach Hutton! And that is a good stop. Aaron Hutton so close. Good old firm goal.
That's just poor defending. There's 2 players at the back post, Novo as well. This one falls to Hutton. He strikes it well. You see, 2 unmarked players. Good technique from Alan Hutton.
Adams' corner, not so good this time, and Neil Lennon can flick it away. Sheba with a flick on, but nobody ahead of him. You might have guessed he was the last man. Naylor up towards Miller, jostling with Ekiog.
Yeah, Celtic for the moment looking like a team that have had high demands on them this season, and that has been the case. The title is wrapped up for them. Not a lot to play for, but I'm pretty sure they'll want to get back into this game. You can see what the fans think about it.
They may have won the title, but it still hurts deeply when you lose to your old firm rivals. Celtic toiling in the last couple of months of the season. They took their time to win the title, but it was a title built on a 28-match unbeaten run that was ended by Rangers in March. Caldwell is going to be replaced soon by Jean-Joël Perrier-Doumbé. Charlie Adam heading the wrong way at the moment. Kenny Miller takes over, but it's snapped away by Hugo Ekior. Perrier-Doumbé made his Celtic debut against Hearts last week and looked pretty solid. Cameroon international who arrived from the French club Rennes. And he's going to take Gary Caldwell's right-back position.
Yeah, I think Perrier-Doumbé looks to be a more progressive type of right-back than Caldwell. Both the Celtic full-backs have been pushed back today, and that's all credit to Nacho Novo and Charlie Adam on the flanks. They've not allowed Celtic to get forward in wide areas.
Naylor, 20 minutes left. Benegora Hesselink with a flick on, and Kenny Miller. And McGregor reacting well. He got caught then by Miller as well. And well, it almost got a little bit awkward for Rangers.
Well, again, Kenny Miller is sharp onto this one. You can see that McGregor's reading it. He's out really quickly, very brave. Not frightened to get down at the feet of Kenny Miller.
Flick on from Charlie Adam, taken by Boritz. Benegora Hesselink, hoisted high by Hutton. Ekiog, Nakamura, and Neil Lennon. 3 goals in just over 300 games for Celtic. It's not his job, and Benegora Hesselink's taken a really nasty cut there.
Well, here it is. It looks like the elbow of Ekiog just catches Benegora Hesselink. Ekiog clearly wins the ball. He's up. It's an accidental clash.
Tomorrow we focus on the race for a UEFA Cup place when Hearts take on Aberdeen from 1 o'clock on Setanta Sports 1. And then down at the bottom of the table, Dunfermline giving it a go. They play Motherwell, and you can see that from 7 o'clock on Setanta Sports 1. The Old Firm kicking off the SPL weekend. free kick given against Kenny Miller. Well, you go Ekiog, loves Old Firm games, scored the winner at Celtic in March. And heading for another victory. Vennegoor and Hesselink still getting patched up.
You have to say that Ekiog and Weir look a real partnership in there. Okay, they are getting on in years, but you need experience. We saw that with AC Milan. You have players all over the park with real experience. And Ekiog and Weir in combination with McGregor looks good.
Hartley. And Weir and Ekiog calm again. Vennegoor of Hesselink wants to get back on. Rangers want a third goal. Hutton chasing. Oh, and McManus will do well to avoid a card here as he lunged in.
That was poor. He just mistimed it, McManus. It's all about Hutton getting that touch. McManus comes across late. It had to be a yellow card. Again, Alan Hutton. It's a great game for Rangers today. Just sums up his football over the last 3 or 4 months. Driving forward, causing real problems for Celtic.
McManus joins Caldwell in the book. Caldwell now departed. The Rangers fans milking the moment, and you have to on days like this. Charlie Adam. Well, Rangers deciding not to deliver. Maybe they will from that side. Papac. Ferguson. Adam. Charlie Adam. Hungry for more.
And that's a difference, Ian. Rangers have been the hungrier side today. They were the side that had a lot more things to play for. Certainly get an all number of midfield players forward in attack. Loads of options going forward for Rangers today.
Quarter of an hour remaining. Papac. Adam. Hutton. Alan Hutton. Really enjoying his football at the moment. Quite enjoying that run as well. Now Vennegoor Hesselink. Perrier Doumbé. Papac is down injured at the moment and therefore out of that left back position. Vennegoor Hesselink stretching to get there. McGeady loses out. And Papac is going to need a touch of treatment now.
Well, this is where Papac gets one, I think. Just catches Jan Vennegoor Hesselink's hand as he's trying to challenge there. It shows you Nacho Novo was back there to defend against McGeady for that last Celtic attack. That's been the way Rangers have played today. Tenacity in midfield, willingness to get back and work. I think since Walter Smith has come in, that has been the major difference. Rangers are playing as a team. But if the result stays the same way, I don't think it tells us too much. It doesn't tell us any more about next season. We knew Rangers were resurgent anyway. And Celtic are now coasting. And they will strengthen as well for next season, but it is mouth-watering as far as trying to make it more competitive at the top.
Rangers will secure the runners-up spot. Celtic are going to bring on Derek Ryden, and Rangers are going to bring on Chris Burke. Lennon on the volley. Oh, he went some that. Corner.
This is good technique from Lennon. Good reactions from David Weir.
Well, if Celtic could get one back here, we would be in for some finish at Ibrox. Nakamura with a corner. McGeady. Lennon. Naylor. McGregor's come for that. Player of the year at Rangers this season, Alan McGregor. Derek Ryden, who's been pretty much on the fringe of things in his first season at Celtic, will be coming on for the closing stages here. Played in a few Edinburgh derbies. McGeady's coming off, and Derek Ryden is coming on, and Rangers are going to bring on Chris Burke.
It was a very difficult afternoon for Aidan McGeady.
Kevin Thompson is going to depart for Rangers, and everybody getting a round of applause today because this has been a performance to encourage the Rangers fans.
Yeah, I agree, Ian. It's been his best performance in the Rangers jersey. Maybe that's just a wee taste of what we're going to get next season from Kevin Thompson.
Lennon for Miller. Naylor. Hit Alan Hutton on the hand. We're inside the last 10 minutes. And Celtic launch a salvage operation at the home of their fierce city rivals. McManus and Presley have joined Vinegar of Hesselink as possible targets. Nakamura in, and Ekiov flipped it away. Walter Smith really has made a massive difference to Rangers since returning as manager, following the pretty disastrous Paul Le Guen short era. Nakamura into the mix. Papac met it. Perrier Doumbé sold Nakamura short. Now Burke's away. Just on as a sub. He's waiting for others to join him. Will he need them? Oh, it's offside against Barry Ferguson, who blocked the shot anyway.
Well, if he just looked up, you would have seen Nacho Novo tearing down the right-hand side. Unbelievable run from Nacho Novo. You see him here. Well, there's the line. It's a good high line from Celtic.
Lennon. Perrier Doumbé. Hartley for Naylor. Miller. Lennon. Perrier Doumbé is not going to get to that. You can vote for your Bank of Scotland Man of the Match by calling or texting us, and if you agree with Scott Booth's choice and you'll pick that as the winner, you'll get a signed shirt from the Man of the Match. And it's going to be a blue shirt. today. Shibo racing away, so eager to score. Shibo! Nearly, but not quite.
Well, he's certainly got the power. He loses his feet here, gets himself back up. That's not far away. If he could only finish, I do feel that he got himself a couple of goals, he got a run. He might get a good few, but at times just a little bit composure he needs.
Nacho Nova won that back. Hutton. Bit of a tangle, and Hutton charged in, and Naylor reacted, and Craig Thompson had to step between them, rather sharpish. Celtic furious with Hutton. Neil Lennon's going to have a word with Hutton. He just had to have a word, didn't he?
Well, I just think that Alan Hutton didn't need to make that challenge, especially as rashly as he did. Everything was very comfortable for Rangers.
Craig Thompson's going to have words with the Rangers right back and the Celtic left back, and Neil Lennon as well, who just had to come across to make his point, such is his way. Right, first up is going to be a card for Hutton, who is already on the brink of a suspension. In fact, he'll miss the game against Kilmarnock here next weekend. He's got another yellow card. Now Lee Naylor's turn. Naylor, for his reaction to Hutton's challenge, is also booked. And Neil Lennon is going to get one too. Well, it wouldn't be an Old Firm game if this wasn't happening.
It's very comfortable for Rangers at this point. You'll see Alan Hutton coming in, digging his foot in there towards Naylor. He does get the ball, but
Neil Lennon gone behind. So a flurry of yellow cards means that, well, only one has been booked from Rangers, Hutton. The Celtic card count up to 4 now. Caldwell, McManus, Naylor and Lennon. Neil Lennon leaving the Old Firm stage with a yellow card.
yeah, it's certainly not going to be a happy ending for Neil Lennon at Ibrox. His last Old Firm match will be defeat.
Naylor, Miller, who did well to step in there between Naylor and Hutton. Mind you, he's now taken out Hutton, and Kenny Miller could get a yellow card for that. Spot of retribution. And that's going to be 5 yellow cards for Celtic.
Kenny Miller's tracking back. Again, Hutton just gets the touch before he gets there.
Ferguson. And Hutton and Naylor up against each other again, but a rather less forceful confrontation that time. this season in the league, so if you don't mind, they will relish this day. Closing in on back-to-back victories over their Old Firm rivals for the first time in over a couple of years.
You can't deny that Celtic have been the better team this season, deserve to be champions, but a lot of potential here for Rangers.
Vennegoor of Hesselink up with Hutton, and Hugo Ekiog forcing that away. The Rangers fans making most of the noise, but you can be sure there'll be a chorus of Championes in amongst it somewhere. Dumbe, Lennon, for Hartley's first Old Firm game, not going according to plan. Nacho Novo proving to be a pest. We're inside the last minute of the 90. Perrier Dumbe. David Weir dealt with that. Rangers have dealt with most things today. Free kick against Philip Schibo. This is Hartley. And this is Naylor. And the free kick is given against Vennegoor of Hesselink, and there is going to be just 2 minutes added on.
Well, there's only been one winner there today, Davy Weir against Jan Vennegoor of Hesselink, along with Ekiog, of course. It's been a great game from Davy Weir. It will be vital to Rangers next year, signing that one-year extension.
Rangers, prior to today, had only won 5 of their last 25 league encounters with Celtic. So it is cause for celebration for the men of Ibrox today. They are sending a statement that next season the race for the title might actually be a race. Ferguson, Novo. Charlie Adam lost that in the sunlight. Adam. They could put Burke away. Adam! Very nearly another spectacular strike from Charlie Adam, who in his first season in the Rangers team has been outstanding.
Well, it was almost his 15th of the season. He too is in a great game for Rangers. I think everyone in a blue shirt today has had pass marks. And certainly the midfield have overcome Celtic.
Back-to-back wins over Celtic, back-to-back clean sheets as well for Rangers by the look of it. Is there time for a third? Probably not. It's over. Rangers certainly revived under Walter Smith and Ali McCoist. They've beaten Celtic again. Charlie Adams scored with a free kick again, and Chris Boyd scored again. Boyd's 100th SPL goal and his first ever against Celtic put Rangers on their way. And Neil Lennon's last Old Firm match ends in defeat, but he has plenty of magical memories to take out of the Old Firm arena. Rangers have every reason to look forward to next season with plenty of hope. Lennon acknowledging the Celtic fans. The Old Firm games his kind of games. And he really has made a significant contribution to the Celtic cause in his 6.5 years at the club. And somebody's going to get the captain's armband. Thanks for the memories across the Old Firm games for Neil Lennon, but today the day belongs to Rangers, who have secured back-to-back victories over their fierce rivals. It ends at Ibrox. Rangers 2, Celtic 0, and this is how they did it. Nacho Novo for Chris Boyd, onside, a century of SPL goals, and a goal against Celtic at last. That millstone removed. Charlie Adam with a clever free kick, his 14th goal of the season. And Barry Ferguson showing his appreciation for Neil Lennon, and those two have really had some battles over the years. I think Barry Ferguson will miss him somehow, and even the Rangers fans might have to find somebody else to give plenty of stick to. Full time, Rangers 2, Celtic 0.
And there's more SPL action to come today. 3 o'clock kickoffs, and you'll see the action from those on the final whistle at 5 o'clock with Davy Hay and Scott McDonald at Sports 1.